Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. Today is going to be a crocheted shawl tutorial. This is my latest pattern coming out. It's actually easier than it appears. Very simple body, and then what makes it is the add-on trim. So we're going to start with the body of it, and it starts at one point, and then you keep growing and growing and growing and growing until you have a very wide end. Now, it's a total of 72 rows of double crochets, increasing on one side and one side only. By doing that, you create a crescent shape on one side and a straight edge on the opposite side. Now, the straight edge is the edge that we will be placing our edging on, and the edging is this fillet with these flowers down here at the bottom, or clovers, if you will. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started talking about the items that you need to do this tutorial. You will need a 5mm crochet hook, some 2-weight yarn, and I used, this was gifted, it was some Noro, and each of these Noro balls that I have is 382 yards. Now, I used 2 balls, and this is what I have left over from the second ball. Noro was made in Japan. You don't have to use Noro. You can use whatever 2-weight you so choose. This particular one is a combination of silk, wool, and mohair. This is a single spun strand. So instead of 2 or 3 plies, it is 1 ply, single strand spun. And it is equivalent to a number 2. So that is what I used for mine. You'll also need a pair of scissors to cut away from your ball of yarn, a darning needle to sew in your ends, and at least 1 stitch marker to mark the side of the project that is your increasing side, just so that way you don't accidentally increase on both sides or the wrong side. Now, for this particular shawl, as I said, it's 72 rows of double crochets. Now, just the body of it itself, it's 59 inches long and 27.5 inches in width. Now, when you add the edging on it at the widest point, it is 36.5 inches wide. So as you've seen in the thumbnail, and I'll insert a couple of pictures here. It is worn bandana style, although you could use it as a shawl itself wrapped over your shoulders. But the style of it itself is meant to be worn bandana style. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to show you how to get started using this Noro. And then I'll switch over to a swatch that I already have made up, and we will start adding the trim to it. So I'm just going to grab a little bit here off this ball of yarn. And we're going to start with a slip knot on our hook. And we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now that is a double crochet, and the bottom chain here is to work into. All chain 3s in this project at the beginning of the row is equivalent to your first double crochet. So we have a chain 4. 3 of those chains is your double crochet, and 1 is to work into. We're going to place 2 more double crochets into this very first chain down here. So here is 1 and 2. Now we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and place a double crochet back into that same stitch. Now what I've done in the previous pattern when I was working it up is I just placed my stitch marker around that chain 3. That will let me know that this is the side that is my increase side. Now you're going to place 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into this very top chain down here at the end of the row. Then you're going to chain 1, 2, 3 and turn your work. Place a double crochet into the next stitch. Do not increase on this side. A double crochet into the next stitch. And then into the top of your turning chain down here, which is your first double crochet, you're going to place 2 double crochets because this is the increase side. 1 and 2. And we're going to keep repeating this. Chain 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work. Increase side. So place 1 more double crochet into that same stitch. And then 1 double crochet into all of the remaining stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, and 1 into the top of this turning chain. And then we're back to the original chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. Place 1 double crochet into the next stitch and every stitch to your turning chain. When you get to your turning chain, you're going to place 2 double crochets into that turning chain because it is the increase side. So we're only increasing on the one side again. And this stitch marker is just how I keep up with what side it is. So I just move it up as I go to be closer to where I'm working. And that way it helps keep me on track that that's the side that I increase. So that's all there is to the body of the shawl. You're going to work 72 rows with increasing on the same side, one side only. And once you have done that, we will come back together and start our edging. Okay, so you have all your rows done and you have a straight edge and then you have this curved edge right here. The curved edge is the side where you increased. Your straight edge is the side that was not increased on. So we're going to be working once again, starting at the very point and working our way towards the widest point of the shawl. So for this, I'm going to use a little bit of a contrasting color green here, just so that way we can make sure that we're definitely seeing a little bit of a difference here. Okay, so you're going to begin with a slip knot on your hook and chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now we're going to pick up the point of the shawl and we're going to work right into that same stitch where it started it all. So that very, very first stitch, you're going to insert your hook and you're going to yarn over and slip stitch. Now you're going to work into the bar or around the bar of your first double crochet. Now I'm going to zoom in so you can really see what I'm doing here. So the very first stitch, I'm going to go around that double crochet bar or post. The next one, I'm going to kind of go into the very top of that stitch, way up here at the very, very top. I'm going to go into it and single crochet. So there's 2 single crochets here. Now I'm going to chain 1, 2, and turn my work. And now we're going to start working into this chain that we created. And you're going to want to find the back bumps of the chain. And you're going to skip 1, 2, and into the third, you're going to place a double crochet. Then chain 1, 2, skip 2, and into the next, place a double crochet. Chain 1, 2, skip 2, 1, let me make sure I get it right here, 1, 2, and double crochet into the next. Chain 1 and 2, skip 2, 1, 2, and double crochet into the next. Now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Double crochet into that last chain. Chain 1, 2, double crochet into that chain again. Chain 1, 2, double crochet into that chain again. Chain 1, 2, and one more time, double crochet into that same chain. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now we're going to be working into those chain 2 spaces. You're going to single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet all into the chain 2 spaces. So let's do that again. Single crochet, working into the next chain 2 space, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet. Let's do that one more time into the next chain 2 space. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet. Now you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and double crochet to the chain 5. Chain 1, 2, and double crochet to the next double crochet. So we're back to the fillet part. Chain 2, double crochet to the next double crochet. Chain 1, 2, double crochet to the next double crochet. Chain 1, 2, double crochet to the next double crochet. Chain 1, 2. Now we're going to hop up past the next double crochet post, and into the top of it we're going to anchor this. So we're going to slip stitch to the top of that next post. Now we're going to repeat. We're going to single crochet around the next post, and then jump to the top of the next post here and single crochet and chain 1, 2, and then turn your work over. Okay, so now for row 3. We had row 1, row 2, and this is row 3. You're going to double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, 2, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1 and 2, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, 2, double crochet into your next double crochet, chain 1, 2, double crochet into your next double crochet, chain 1, 2, double crochet into your chain 5 down here, now we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're going to skip over all of this first part of the clover, or first petal. And we're going to skip all the way over to the very center of the second petal, the middle of these petals, which is your treble crochet. And we're going to double crochet into that stitch, chain 1, 2, double crochet back into that stitch, and we're going to repeat that until we have 3 chain 2 spaces. 1, 2, double crochet, 1, 2, and double crochet. Chain 1, turn your work, and we'll begin row 4. You're going to repeat those petals just like we did here. We're going to be doing them here in the chain 2 spaces. So single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet. Repeat that group of stitches 2 more times, once in each of the next chain 2 spaces. Now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and double crochet around your chain 7. Chain 1, 2, and double crochet into the next double crochet. And you're going to repeat that all the way down here to our last double crochet. So chain 1, 2, and double crochet into the next double crochet. And now we chain 1, 2, and we're going to anchor off to the top of the next double crochet post by slip stitching to it. Now we're going to single crochet around the next post and single crochet into the top of the next post. Now you're going to chain 1, 2, and turn your work over and double crochet into the first double crochet. So now we're on row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on row 5. Chain 1, 2, double crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 1, 2, double crochet into your next double crochet. Chain 1 and 2, double crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 1, 2, double crochet into your next double crochet. Chain 1, 2, double crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 1, 2, double crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 1, 2, double crochet into the next chain space, so your chain 5 space. Now we're going to chain 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And repeat by skipping over the first petal and to the center treble crochet of the center petal. And we're going to create another clover. So double crochet, chain 1, 2, double crochet, chain 1, 2, double crochet, chain 1, 2, and double crochet all into the top of that treble stitch. Now you're going to chain 1 and turn your work back over. And you're going to create your petals the same as we have done on the previous 2 clovers. Go ahead and complete those petals. Once you have your 3 petals completed, you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and double crochet around your chain 7. Chain 1, 2, and double crochet into the double crochet. And you're going to work that fillet stitch all the way back to the body of your shawl. So chain 1, 2, double crochet into the double crochet. We're back here to the body of the shawl where you chain 1, 2. You skip up to the top of the next post and slip stitch to the top of that post, anchoring it to the body. Single crochet around the next post up and a single crochet into the top of that same post. chain 1, 2, and turn your work. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is row 7. Row 7, we're going to fillet crochet over 4 double crochets. So you have your chain 2, double crochet into the double crochet, chain 1, 2, double crochet into the next, double crochet, chain 1, 2, double crochet into the next, chain 1, 2, and double crochet into the next. So you have 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. At this point, we're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and 4 fillet boxes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Into the double crochet. So we skip 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th double crochet. We're going to create a clover or flower. So double crochet into that double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet into it again, chain 1, 2, double crochet back into it again, chain 1, 2, and double crochet back into it again. Now we're going to slip stitch to the top of your next double crochet. So right into the top of the next double crochet, slip stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now we're going to begin our repeats. You repeat row 2 through 7. So we're going to create those petals and then work our way down. Anchor to our shawl, move up, fillet out, create our next clover here, and work our way back. Anchor to the body of the shawl, move your way up, work your way out, create your next clover, work your way back, anchor to, work your way up, and move out. And when you do that, on row 7, you're beginning the same as row 1. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares here. And then we have our jump with the chain and the start of our clover. Same thing here on row 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have our chain jump and then the start of our next clover. So that is all there is to the edging. You just repeat rows 2 through 7 until you have reached the end of the shawl, at which point you will cut away from your ball of yarn, sew in your ends, and let me get down to the end of this for you. This is what it looks like at the very end. So at 72 rows, you should work out even where you finish your very last row with row 6, ending the last clover of the 3 at an angle. So you will end row 6 at the very end of your shawl. All right, everyone, if you have any questions about this pattern or need help with it, please feel free to reach out in a comment or private email, ask in the Facebook group, whatever suits you best. And we will do our best to get you the help that you need to complete your shawl. Speaking of the Facebook group, if you do make this or anything else, I would love to see it. You are welcome to join our Facebook group. And if you answer the questions, the security questions, that is the fastest way into the group. Otherwise, I have to go and check out your profile. That will bring you into the group and you can share your projects over there. If you would like to share them to me by email, that's perfectly okay as well. All of that information on how to contact me and support the channel is down in the description box below. You will also find the timestamps to the repeats for the edging down in the description box as well. All right, everyone, that is it. I hope that you enjoy this shawl. Be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.